Will they fire Philip Lowe? Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian here and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. Grab your stein of coffee and let's look at this article, well, saying the huge clue that Philip Lowe is in trouble. Will they fire him? I know everyone is unhappy with, well, his rate forecast, or well, not really his rate forecast. To be fair, it's how the media portrayed what he said. They went with the headline that the cash rate won't go up until 2024, and well, now he's putting up the cash rate hard because he thinks it'll fight inflation. There we go, guys. Maybe the lesson here is not to trust politicians or, a centrally managed bank. Treasurer Jim Chalmers said a decision on Reserve Bank Governor Philip Lowe will be made by mid-year after he found himself ducking questions about his future following public fury over rising interest rates. What about the fury and anger that they cashed the rate too low? No one cares. Well, a few people cared about that, but no one pays attention to them. Now, they're just crazy nutters. No. Interest rates have to be super low, supercharge the economy, housing to the moon. It's the Australian way. Mr. Chalmers said before the decision would be made, there would be an internal review of the Reserve Bank made by the federal government that would be delivered to him by March 31, followed by the federal budget. Dr. Lowe's team would be reviewed subsequent to that. It follows a report in the Sydney Morning Herald that 6 Labor MPs had questioned Dr. Lowe's performance as governor after the Reserve Bank raised interest rates for a 9th consecutive time. Some of the MPs put a deadline on Dr. Lowe's job of September. He's expected to face heated questions twice this week by MPs on Wednesday at a Senate committee, Friday at the House committee. Wednesday at the Senate committee and Friday at the House committee. You can watch those, everyone. If you're interested in what the pollies are asking him, it's all publicly available. You can watch it. I don't know if I'll live stream it. Maybe we should. Maybe I'll do a clip show of it, but we'll see. Maybe I can live stream it while I'm working on actual work. I'll be drafting away. We can live stream on Twitch the Senate committee and the House committee. Wouldn't that be exciting? Dr. Lowe previously issued an apology in November for suggesting that the central bank's cash rate would stay at 0.2% until 24, when instead it started rising in May 22, and is already at 3.35% and expected to rise further. Yeah, they're going to keep increasing it, everyone. Is anyone surprised? Is anyone at all surprised? I mean, the only reason why I'm not surprised, well, no, I didn't expect rates to go down because of what Philip Lowe said to, the Senate committee, with the evidence that it doesn't work in Europe. So, there was no disincentive to locking in that low rate for a few years. For me, I did it because, well, we're doing renovations, so it was to stop me. Frankly, it was to force me to work on the house and spend my money on the house renovations rather than just paying off the loan. That was the reason why. I thought, might as well lock in at under 2%. But even when it's going to jump, we all knew it was going to jump up. No one expected 0.1% to be there forever. And even if it disappeared in 2024, what are you going to do then? That's only a few years. All these first home buyers, they're the ones who are going to get screwed. The ones who FOMO'd in. What are they going to do in 24 when rates start going up again? That's future me's problem. Don't worry about that. When pressed on the ABC's Insider program on Sunday over whether Dr. Lowe was performing his job properly, Mr. Chalmers stated he had a difficult role but wouldn't endorse him. He's got a hard job to do. He's got to balance getting on top of this inflation challenge without crunching the economy. I'm not going to second-guess the Reserve Bank governor, he said. I genuinely respect his independence, as I've said probably hundreds of times in opposition and now in government. I think that's an important feature of the system. Earlier in the week, Australians reacted to Dr. Lowe's interest rate apology with fury, with many now calling on the RBA boss to resign or face legal action. Yeah, everyone's chucking a shit, because he's rates are going up. When rates were going down, he was the brilliant, best Australian in the world. You can give him the medal, give him Australian of the Year, make him the Prime Minister. Yeah, now the tables have turned. What did people expect? Of course it was going to shoot up. On Monday morning, Dr. Lowe issued an apology to Australians who took out a mortgage during a period of record property prices, no less, based on the RBA's repeated insistence that the official cash rate would not increase until 2024. He said it was regrettable that Australians listened to what we said, leaving many gobsmacked. Well, there you go, guys. What a joke, huh? What a joke. This is really going to be a mess. This is going to burn a lot of people. And what my concern is, particularly with Chalmers and his, economy 2.0, I'm concerned we're heading much more to centralized state control. That's what I feel like we're heading. Here we go, Craig Kelly. Time for the governor to go. Time for a class action to begin. I see the millionaire Philip Lowe is now apologizing for being so heartless. Too late, mate. You've done the damage to ordinary families. Yeah, well, it was 0.1%. It was bullshit. The real anger should be at the government for imposing all of these lockdowns. That's the only reason why the RBA did this, to stimulate the economy. Okay? That's why. So if you're there supporting the lockdowns and all of these things, well, then tough. This is what you got to deal with. Okay? It's this stupidity. Was it worth it? How's the housing in Sweden going? I'm sorry that people listened to what we said and then acted on that and now find themselves in a position they don't want to be in. Looking back, we would have chosen different language. People did not hear the caveats. Yeah, because, well, I thought it was clear, but the community didn't think it was clear. No, of course they didn't hear it. Because no one reads the bloody statements from the Reserve Bank. Everyone will just listen to Koshi, the news, Facebook, social media. Just the headlines. The headlines. That's all people pay attention to. And I think the media is more to blame than the Reserve Bank. Honestly. Well, they thought it was clear that we weren't raising rates until 24. That's a failure on our part. However, Dr. Lowe, who doesn't have a mortgage, earns a whopping base salary of $911,000, defended his actions, arguing that when he made the comments, the economy was facing dark times and said that inflation was unlikely to pick up quickly. Well, it shows you they got no bloody idea what they're doing, doesn't it? Let's have a look. Before we get angry at the central banks, we need to get angry to the government who implemented all of these policies, and it wasn't just Labour or Liberal, it was both at a state and federal level. It was all of the bastards who took away our freedoms, who destroyed and damaged the economy, that prompted all of this insane intervention. But that's not even mentioned anymore. No one seems to worry about that. Yeah, is that all? I mean, it's all forgotten. Okay, COVID, who cares about it anymore? Just a few nutters are prattling on about it. No one gives a shit. Normies don't care. Okay, we all know so many people that have gotten over it. Okay, fine. Keep going, live your life. These are more important issues now, and these are the consequences of the interventions the government did because they just went off the rails. They went against epidemiological advice, against lockdowns. But, yeah, okay, let's just all bash the governor, blame him for it. I mean, I honestly, I don't want him to go because have you seen the deputies under him? Okay? It's like purple-haired people, all these nutters. Yeah, no. Then we'll have central bank digital currencies. And if you post something wrong on Twitter, your purchasing power goes down. Shit, I hope not. That's a joke. Okay? Like Mortgage Keeper, that was also a joke. These things aren't meant to become reality. Anyway, take care, guys. Check out my other channels, HeiseBim and Heise Does. If you're a fan and enjoy the content I create here, there are a few ways you can help out. You can support us on YouTube or Patreon, use our referral links, buy our pocket squares, or call us if you need an architect. Take care, everyone. Have a great day, and enjoy what's left of your weekend. I'll see you all next time. It's so hot here in Queensland. We've got a heat wave. Perfect time to be working on the house.